So I opened up the vacuum. I didn't know I'd have to put it together. I don't remember having to put the vacuum together. We bought the shark 7 years ago, 8 years ago. 7 years ago. I don't know how it's going to be. So, this is that drink I was telling you about. It has a half a cucumber, handful of mint, 3 cups of green tea, 5 cups of water, and juice of half a lemon, and I forget how much cayenne. I haven't added the cayenne yet because I had to look up. And I made another soup for the week. This is, I calculated it, the total cost is just under $50, okay? But if it lasts 7 days, that's $7 a day, split between me and my mom, it winds up being $3.50 a day, which is nothing, okay? And that's because make it in bulk. So we have 2 packages of, it's all organic ingredients, so just let's get that out of the way. We have 2 packages of broccoli cauliflower. We have a package of spinach. We have 3 containers of chicken bone broth. I never need beef broth, so I did your chicken. That's okay. Pound of hamburger that I got on sale at the store and bought a whole bunch of them and put them in the freezer. 2 packages of mushrooms, package of squash, and 2 cans of pumpkin, and 2 packages of Explore brand that I discovered on at Vitacost. Bean noodles. This particular bean noodle is green and red lentil. So it's 2 packages minus a half a package that my mom and I ate with some tuna mayonnaise yesterday. Haven't tasted this yet, but I know it's going to be delicious and mega healthy. And again, because I make it in bulk and it lasts all week, it's averaging for me and my mom $3.50 a day. Big whoop-de-doo, you know. And we're getting mega healthy here. And then a whole bunch of spices, different spices. And that is my delicious soup for the week. Oh, I'm sorry. And I added, to add a little oomph, a little extra flavor, a package of this. A package of Annie's grass-fed macaroni and cheese. Forgot about that. I haven't tasted it, but I know it's delicious because it always is. It's always delicious. It's yummy. Yummy and healthy. My mom eats so healthy thanks to me, at least for her dinners. Breakfast and lunch she's on her own, but dinner she at least eats healthy. I shudder to think what's going to happen with her when I'm gone, but not my problem. Haven't tasted it. Oh, uh-oh. Drop the spoon in there. Get the spoon out, Laura. So yet another fatal small crash. We just had that Louisiana one where 5 people out of 6 perished and 1 lived but has burns on 75% of his bodies and still in critical condition. Literally knows, and nobody knows why that crashed because there was no mayday, there was nothing, and there was no And now this one with Kobe Bryant and his daughter and some other people. Whenever shit like this happens, though, I always point out, you know, you think, oh, this person, you can envy, not me particularly, but I mean, you can envy this person and this, that, or whatever. And then, I mean, he was a superstar, he winds up dead. And his 13-year-old daughter's dead. But I feel like there have been, and I think I'm right, there have been, I feel like there's a lot of small crafts, helicopters, and planes crashing. Now, I don't know if I'm right. There's the baby. Who's this dream? He's not right now, but he was. I have to go to the bathroom really bad, so hopefully he won't wake up and you guys can just watch him. All these powerful segments that have been, and they cause weight gain, and yet she keeps her weight down. She doesn't do it by starving, which never works. For people who think that that's going to work, it isn't. It isn't. It is not going to work in the long run, ever. She doesn't, by following any particular diet, unlike me, she's not an emotional eater. And it's just very impressive. She's on psych meds, powerful psych meds, and she keeps her weight down. and she keeps it at a reasonable, she's not too thin. She doesn't do, she keeps her weight down. And she still eats things that she wants in moderation. She doesn't cut any particular thing out. I've always been very impressed with my mom in that area because it's impressive because she's fighting against psych meds, you know? So that's half the battle. My mom, you know, she she does she just she's always been that way. Only time, I mean, it's very rare in her life that she has gained a lot of weight. She gained a lot of weight when her obese friend was staying here and shouldn't have been staying here, you know. I'd call my mom from California and this woman would answer the phone. And I'm like, you know, can I speak to my mom, please? I had irritation in my voice because, you know, first was somebody other than you might answer. You think you have the wrong number or something. Anyway, my mom keeps her weight down the right way. No drastic cutting of calories. No, she just eats in moderation. You know, she's not an emotional eater. And I most definitely have always been that. If you don't know what an emotional eater is, it's someone who eats when they're not hungry, who eats for the pleasure when you don't really need to. And that's okay too, but not if you overeat, especially at night. It's okay to eat something for the pleasure. My mom's done that too, but but she doesn't she just doesn't. She keeps her weight down. It's amazing. It did go up a little bit from 160 to 175. Remember, she's taller than me too, but not as tall, but still. And then she got it back down to 160. Last time she got weighed, she was 161. And that wasn't even naked before eating or drinking anything, so it's not even your exact weight unless you do it naked before eating or drinking anything. I'm proud of her that she does that. She just how she's always been. It's not like she has to put in tremendous effort or anything. It's just how she's always been. Of course, everybody's different. She doesn't have that type of personality. She also, you know, wouldn't drink too much or anything like, you know what I mean? So, just as an aside, people who are, you know, promiscuous are not even remotely necessarily sex addicts or nymphs or anything like that, okay? You can be promiscuous for reasons that have nothing to do with sexual pleasure and not even enjoy it really. I'm not going to elaborate because I've already mentioned more than once my past, and I've also told you the way my mom I found, my mom behaved when she was sick, okay? Key being when she was sick. But you can behave that way for so many reasons that have nothing to do with sexual pleasure or whatnot, Believe me. Believe me. I have nothing to do with it or very little. Certain people, anyway. Keep water away from the My mom went to a church thing, and I could have done a dancing video and had freedom, but I didn't feel like it. There's other times she's not here, you know what I mean? I just didn't feel like it. And truth be told, with my mom, she can say, oh, I'll be home at some time, and then she has the time wrong, so. There are other times she goes places and I know there's no way she'll be home. If she has appointments or whatever. Anyhow. I don't know how much cayenne I'm supposed to add. I think it's a teaspoon or a half a teaspoon. Find the magazine. I don't feel like doing it. I haven't really been able to talk to Selena. She calls me when I'm not around or busy or sleeping or intoxicated. I call her when she doesn't answer, so for whatever reason. I have tried. She's tried too, so. We got to talk a little bit, but not that much. Not like me and my Joe for 3 hours, but I'll talk to Joe for 3 hours and then not talk to him for weeks, I took a page from his book where he doesn't like to do text, and I wrote him a text, just coronavirus-Y. He'll get it. It's like, why did that suddenly pop up? And, it's being considered more deadly than other things that have popped up in my, over the years, in my lifetime or whatever. So, I don't know. Don't know. Anyway, I know Kobe Bryant. You can say, well, no, because there could be other people in sports that you guys might know that I've never heard of. The minute I heard Kobe Bryant was dead, I'm like, oh, I know of him. I don't know of probably most sports people, but I do know Kobe Bryant. I've heard it. I know of Kobe Bryant. Just goes to show you what I always say. me home some cookies from church. And of course, oh, I want those cookies. And then, in retrospect, I thought about it. I even told her, I'm like, I shouldn't have done that. And then I'm like, girl, kids grabbing at them or something. Now, and especially in the winter, I shouldn't have had them. Because they're a package of cookies, Oreo, and they're grabbing them with their hands. And with so many people sick and whatnot, that was not wise of me to do. It's too late, you know, after I chowed down on them. And I'm like, you grabbed them with your hands. She's like, yeah, but think of all the people that are grabbing into them with their hands, Mom. It only takes one person to be sick, and I'm going to be sick, you're going to be sick. Anything that people grab like that, or kids might be grabbing in particular like that, I don't know, just, it's not good. You should avoid it. It's not like you have to avoid parties or whatever, but you have stuff that you don't grab. Everyone's not grabbing with their hands. You get it? I haven't been taking my vitamins. I got so much from Life Extension, and then I don't even take them. I looked at them though; they're not expired at least. I need to start taking them. Yeah, the minute I finished eating those cookies, I thought to myself, I shouldn't have done that. It's not like, again, people are grabbing them with their hands. It's not like a piece of pie where you cut it with a, you know, it's too late. Fact is, when you live with somebody, if they get sick, and my mom is way more exposed. That's the bottom line. She goes to different things with groups of people, and she's there tonight, you know. She's way more exposed than me, but if she gets sick, I get sick, so. All I can do is try. I'm just not exposed to any even close to degree as her, because I have no life, see? When you have a life, you're going to be more exposed to groups and people and closed in, you know, and Joe still hasn't found a new job. I told you his last 2 jobs screwed him over. His last one he shouldn't have taken. That was, I can't tell you what happened, but it was ridiculous. It was so ridiculous, and it's very discouraging for him. I feel bad for him. I'm drinking apple cider vinegar and water, in case you're wondering. Oh, my yummy, delicious soup. What, pray tell, do you taste like? I know it's good because it's always similar. I try to make it a little different each time. But the last one I made had regular big cans of beans. This one has the bean noodles. And yes, I'm fully aware of the fact that regular cans of beans are better for you than bean noodles. And anything like it's all, even if it's organic, it's processed. Okay? Anything processed is not as good for you as the whole form of it. weird. Hamburger starts off red, and then you cook it, it turns brown, and now in the soup it's turned different. It's turned red again. That's strange. I know it's fully cooked though. I make sure of that. My days of eating rare meat are over with. Buy steak. Why buy steak? I used to love freaking rare steak, like bloody, you know. Now with all the problems in this world with that too, I don't do it, so I don't even want steak. What's the point? Let's see what this tastes like. A little bit of it. Just a little bit. This one out yet. Let's see what it tastes like. Alright, that's good. I need some more salt. Oh yeah, it's delicious.